Hey there, welcome to day 254 of our Let's Grow annual challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and today we are hopping into step 2 of our SOAP framework. You can see above my head. It stands for the O in SOAP, as well as the word options. We're going to explore options. We're going to brainstorm options. We're going to come up with at least 10 options today of how we can start to fill the gap between our current story and our desired story. We talked about that. We came up with it yesterday. Hopefully you've written a paragraph down about each of those stories, where you are right now and where you want to be. Mason's story is, and of course, being carried through for this 5 days. Really, the get ready, what are we going to talk about day through the 4 days of the SOAP framework. We're talking about options. So no matter what method you use to come up with possible ways of filling that gap, you want to capture at least 10. I know it seems like a lot when you think about it. It's like, oh, there's only this or that. I can only do this, or this is what's going to happen. I can only do 1 or 2 options. People are great at locking themselves into thinking that's all they've got, which is why I press for every time we go through this SOAP framework, you come up with at least a couple of handfuls of options. Now, some might be outrageous and you might never, ever do them, but it gets us thinking. I have found that some of the best solutions I've come up with based on different challenges or problems or setbacks I've had in my life are because I got myself out of that boxed in, squared in thinking where there was only a couple of things that could happen, because we are always surrounded with infinite possibilities. We don't always feel it. We definitely don't always see them. And it's not because they're not there. It's because we aren't allowing ourselves to see them. So part of breaking through that is coming up with at least, and maybe your number is 5, maybe your number is 25. It depends. What helps you to break through that comfort zone and those false beliefs that tell us, oh, we have to do one thing or all these bad things are going to happen, or we have to do one of 2 or 3 options, all of which feel bad and don't seem right at the time because they're not right for us. If it feels bad, it is not right for you. If it feels bad, it's not right for me. So Mason, for example, his contribution area is he wants to have a much larger impact on the world and on his industry. And so I don't have his goal in front of me, but you can read it in Guide 2 of the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group. And today he came up with 10 different options. I'm going to just read those to you quickly if I can find a magnifying glass, because I think it's helpful to see what other people come up with as well as what we come up with. And our action item today is to brainstorm, SWOT analysis, find some way to come up with, or as you go about your day, look for ways to start filling that gap and just jot down the possibilities. Here's some that Mason came up with that might help stimulate your thinking. Number 1, mentorship program. Number 2, start a podcast or a blog. Number 3, create educational course or a webinar for his industry, because that will help to set him up as a leader. Form nonprofit partnerships. Create a scholarship or a grant for his industry. Build a community network, speaking engagements or workshops, join a board of directors or an advisory council. Join some really prominent organization within your industry to start to gain visibility and credibility and leadership of that industry. Organize industry-specific initiatives. Every industry has problems and challenges that they're trying to address that are more global to everyone in that industry. And if you can form an initiative or choose a specific initiative that speaks to the people in your industry and set something up to address that, you automatically become a thought leader in the industry. And then host charity events or fundraisers for particular causes that are important to the customer base and the industry that you serve. So that's just 10 ideas to get you thinking. Again, our action item today, mine as well as yours, is to come up with 10 ways to start filling that gap between our current and our desired story. Questions about this? Get Up and Go Challenge private Facebook group page has dozens of examples of applying the SOAP framework and how to come up with options and different tools for making that possible. If you're struggling and you don't know how to come up with ideas, hit me up, because that's what I'm here for, is to help serve you and help you get the answers that you need to solve all of your challenges and problems and to grow. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll of course be with you tomorrow.